RightonQuelive, we are live, and we have two special guests today. So, starting with you, my man, introduce yourself.
What's up? It's Astro 8000.
It's DJ Ken Dollaz.
All right, and as people listening, you probably know, if you don't know, these two are DJs. As she said, he didn't say. So, we're not getting to generic questions, like off the top at least, when you say, when did you start spinning, and
Right.
But just tell people a little bit about yourself, maybe like your particular style.
Okay.
And like, maybe what you're known for, some certain events, milestone type moments, shit like that. Whoever wants to go first.
Alright, I'll start. Yeah, I mean, everybody who knows me, they kind of expect me to, like, pull out the underground music as well as mix it with everything else. Like, me personally, I think I'm like a trap DJ meets house DJ. I can really get diverse and I can play a lot of different things. And that's kind of what people expect me to do when I DJ, you know. It's like people who even do a lot of mainstream stuff and they bring me in just to like kind of switch it up a little bit. So that's kind of like what people expect of me.
Right, and would you say you developed that just from what you used to what you listen to currently now, or just what you always listen to? So, or was it like a niche
just
that
like,
you found?
Well, a little bit of both. Like, you know, I've always enjoyed, like, when I first like really got into like DJing and fell in love with music, it was around the time when it was like Kid Cudi and the Cool Kids was like my first like really crazy like music obsession I had. Like, so like that era right there, and like Pharrell too. So like them artists is like, you know, it's like a hip hop base, but they also have other elements in it, and I kind of like yeah, like I kind of like got into like, you know, like what they do, but in a DJ way. So, you know, that's how I got into the way I DJ.
Alright, cool. You, Miss, how about you?
So I mean, I feel like I'm a diverse DJ as well. Like whatever I'm booked for, I feel like I can adapt just because I really like music. But predominantly, I play a lot of hip hop, play trap, and then I play like dancehall and reggae.
Okay. DJ pet peeves, I got any?
Don't talk to me while I'm mixing two songs together.
Oh.
If you see both turntables moving at the same time, it's like, no, like, don't say anything, please. let me mix, please.
I hate requests, honestly. Like,
really?
I do, just because I feel like if I'm at a gig and like I'm paid to be here, you know what I mean? Like, this is my job.
Tell me.
People don't walk into a barbershop telling somebody how to cut hair. It's kind of like that same thing. Like, I'm here for a reason. So yeah, I don't really like that.
Excuse me, I just want to hear my song. I got here kind of late. I'm not sure you played it already. Like,
and then,
I want to hear computers. Like, everything.
And most of the time, like, they'll play a song, or they request a song that I was already gonna play. So it's kind of like, all right, I got you, and I already had you. But like, then they expect you to play it like at that moment, and a lot of times it's not with the song that's playing.
I can never see how that's annoying. Like, that's what the I'm in a reggae set. Why that? So,
yeah.
I was gonna say that. I was like, you know, requests are annoying, but at the same time, it's good to know sometimes what the people want to hear. And it's like, the annoying part about requests is when people are like, it's like, you know, you walk into a bar at 10 o'clock and start DJing, and it's like, yo, put on Cardi B. I'm like, nah, like, not right now. Like, obviously, I'm gonna play Cardi B, but not right now. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's my thing. I feel like I never get good requests. It's always like that type of time where it's like in the middle, like the beginning of a party, or it's just not the right time, and they don't necessarily know that.
Okay, what's like the method to the madness? What is you guys' approach when you on at a gig? It's just set. I'm assuming it also depends on the party, I guess. So just a regular party, nothing too special about it, whatever. What do you think about how you start, in the middle, request involved, transition, how you want to end it, the hot song in the moment? What are you thinking?
I feel like it depends on, like, am I DJing by myself?
Yes.
Okay, because that's important. When it's like, when you're on the lineup with other DJs, I feel like it's kind of a little more difficult, just because you have to be considerate to them, or they should be considerate to you, depending on who's spinning when.
Real quick, how does that work? I've seen that as well. It's like, I'm not a DJ, but why should you be considerate to them? Like, shouldn't you want to just have your best set, just fuck up everything and leave nothing left for type thing?
Respect is also a DJ etiquette. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain DJs who are known between the DJ community who are like, nah, I don't want to DJ with them because they gonna come through and just try to kill it, and then what they're gonna do is mess the party up because, you know, they're gonna play all the bangers at a certain point, and then it's like, all right, well, I'm not gonna be the corny DJ. Like, oh, you played that already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta learn how to like, you know what I mean? It's like gradually, like,
don't empty the whole clip.
Yeah.
For the sake of the party.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then there's just certain songs that you don't play before a certain time because of how popular they are, and you want to play it at the prime time of the party so that more people hear it.
What's prime time typically?
I would say like between like 12 and 1. Like that's like.
Yeah.
And does that go for like current hot songs or the classics as well?
I mean, I feel like there's like different ways. There's different ways for different parties. You know, if you're playing at like a typical like top 40 like hip hop club, you know, if I was to go like to like Reserve or something like that, it's like 12:30 to 1:30 is when you play all the. That's like a straight hour of just the new bangers, like just straight new bangers that people want to hear. That's kind of like the formula that I've noticed. And then like the last 30 minutes you can kind of do whatever, but like before that, it's like, you know, that's where the real DJs come into play. Like how can they work up to this, and then just like at like a certain point just capitalize on playing the crazy music.
Okay, so there is a mellow period, a build up, then go dumb with it for at least an hour, then come down. But you gotta come down to where it's still like it ain't just dead. You want to kick everybody out of sales. So.
Yeah,
makes sense. What do you guys think of? You know, of course you're a girl. What do you guys think about female DJs? Because I feel that's like a. But I feel like a few years ago, that's when a celebrity DJ really started popping off. Yeah. But now like the Instagram chick DJ waves of the girls. Oh, I can spin too. So
they're very important. I mean, there's different kinds of female DJs. You know, you got like your social media influencers turned DJs, and then you got the actual DJs who really do it because they love it and they're really good.
I would consider myself the second one.
I agree.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's. I mean, he's right. Like there are different female DJs, and I don't feel like my market is like infiltrated by like female DJs that aren't like in that same realm. I feel like the ones who are like from Instagram or like have like clout on social media, and then they get into that, like it works for them because like obviously they're getting booked and they do those gigs. But like I feel like there's a path for everyone, and I feel like as long as everybody kind of like they understand, or they like if they want to get into another market or move from where they are, like it requires a little more than what you're already doing, and that goes for me too. Like if I want to move, it starts with me, and I have to like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Also, back to celebrity DJ, because I don't know shit about the skill per se, but I know a lot of people are annoyed by them because they weren't really spinning. Is that a conversation still, where it's like you really got to know how to spin versus like I guess some people just press buttons or some shit? Is that true?
I mean, there's certain DJs that have.
For some people they don't spin as well, can't do like.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there was a point like where people, you know, maybe like last year, up until like last year, people didn't really catch on to things like that. But I feel like now people are starting to like catch on to like the people who are actually DJs and the people who are just doing it because they got popular and they try to figure out what can I do, you know what I mean? And but them DJs like they learn from someone, so they're not horrible. But it's just like as far as you know, the real DJs know that this person doesn't really have the passion for it. They just kind of do it to get a bag.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell, especially like if they're not really doing anything. Like I don't know. A lot of times you'll see like celebrity DJs do like that bare minimum with literally just going from like song to song. And like Astro said, you don't see that passion. I mean, because people are just now starting to figure that out and notice that there's a difference between like passionate DJs and DJs kind of just doing it.
Passion versus clout.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like in due time, like those passionate DJs will get that platform to be in those positions because it's like that's what they should be.
Yeah, I said it before in the podcast. It was like I went through like a transitional period, whereas I was shitting on all DJs. Like, shit's dead and pointless, da da da. But that's because I come from like I'm a music head per se, so mixtape and shit. So I'm like, fuck DJ drama. I'm over the yelling. Like it's like dedication, of course, and trap or die. Those things, yes, I still know where all his drops are and no shit. But I was at a point where I was like, I don't need to hear you on new shit anymore. So I was really like, I'm sick of it. And Flex or something. Like, he's so essential to the culture. No, y'all niggas aren't anymore. We don't give a fuck about DJ. Give us the music. So I was going to parties. I was like, damn, I can do this shit. I put together a playlist. I got an aux cord. And then once I really started, not researching, but really noticing the art and the skill to it, I was like, oh wait, I can't do that per se. And I can still respect the DJs that making the party go and events go and shit like that. But I'm still like over the mixtape DJs and the radio DJs.
Well, I think the point of those DJs, which I don't think they always executed, was to break new artists. And like, if Lil Wayne had a mixtape, DJ Drama did not need to be on it. But if there was like a new artist out and like DJ Drama was really feeling him, you know, he like, I feel like that's where he'd come into play and do that. He would give him his cosign, like, oh, like, because there's people now on SoundCloud, like there's DJs like this one DJ, DJ Fats, like they drop underground artist tracks on their SoundCloud, and then people go specifically to their page like, oh, let me find out about like this new underground artist. That's kind of like, you know, the DJ Drama of now. Like that's what they do now, is just drop people's records and say, oh, DJ such and such exclusive. That's like,
I didn't know that. I can't even think of the last time. Of course, I'm sure you probably know more underground music than me or upcoming. I can't think of the last time I know a DJ was connected to somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
that broke, you know, that popped off.
Whenever I think about that, I always think about DJ Esco and Future, because they were actually friends and nobody knew that they were friends. They just thought that like
Mustard.
Yeah, they just thought that like Esco really liked his music and thought he was good, because like in Atlanta it's like if the music's played at the strip club and like the strippers dance to it, that solidifies like that track or that artist. So I mean, yeah, it is like there are DJs who should be like bringing in those new artists and like creating awareness, but it isn't always like that. It kind of is just like you just put your drop in and you're not really
invested.
Like
back to you guys' origins, to backtrack a little bit. Also, I think you were aware, Astro, but several episodes ago, you were mentioned on Sincerely Terrible, I think it was, with Taj and Slick. And it was before that, the Wreck Philly episode.
Yeah, Will had a couple too many sips of Douce. He started
the Wreck Philly episode, and it's funny, like I said before, I'm usually aware, and you know, I notice when a controversial statement is said or something like that, but that's gonna get people going, whatever, the clip chart or something. But that was the one thing I was like, yeah, so Silo made Astro. I was like, all right, so next topic, whatever, because you know I was unaware of this. So I still don't know who Silo is, because you know I'm not a mixy type, on the scene type of guy, whatever. So explain to me what your take on it and what you thought when you first heard that.
Well, no, Will texted me.
That's how that shit was called
afterwards.
Wreck Philly episode,
Will texted me afterwards and was like, yeah, you know what I meant, blah blah. I knew what he meant. But however,
I saw a lot of people took offense though.
Just to give you like a little introduction, a lot of people do know Silo. He was he's from Washington D.C. He moved out here to go to Temple, and when he was in Temple, he was doing like the same. Like me and him literally have like pretty much the same path. Like that's why he said that, because we kind of had like the same ideas, the same vision. And so when he was in Temple, he was, you know, throwing a lot of underground parties. And kind of like adapting like these two worlds together, and like bringing like, you know, the people who are really into like, they love music and want to hear like something different. And you know, so he got popular or whatever. I moved to Philly at the end of him like going to Temple and stuff.
What year was this?
Like 20. Well, I moved to Philly in like 2013.
Okay.
And like 2014 was when he had his party called Stunt Loco. It was a really big party. It started at Silk City, and then he moved to the 700 Club. And then, you know, I've always been a fan of it. Like, I came in as a fan, like someone who just was just there, came for the vibe, like just came to like hear him DJ. Because I knew about him from social media before I moved to Philly. And then when I came to Philly, I was like, oh, this is someone that I want to connect with, because we have the same vision. And so eventually it worked out where, you know, they booked me for a party to open up, and they liked what they heard. They seen that, you know, we was on the same page, so they invited me and this dude DJ Taybanga to be like and DJ Spoons to be like the opening like DJs. That kind of like, they got to a point where their parties were getting so big, because they was doing warehouse parties too, to where they needed other DJs to help out that they felt like could, you know, fit the mood. And you know, so that's why he said that Silo created me, because Silo gave me opportunity. You know, he didn't create me. I always had like the sauce that I have now is like always like what I've been on. Like nobody like gave me the sauce and told me what to do. You know, he just gave me a platform, and I took the rest from there. Because after Stunt Loco ended, you know, I started this Pink Party series, and that's how I really got like my break. Like that's how I got like my boost to take it to the next level of actually being like on Silo's level of, oh, I can throw a party and pull 300 people just off the strength. you know. So no one created me except for myself.
Okay.
But I knew what Will meant.
Gotcha. Where did the pink shit come from again?
Bro, honestly, one day I just woke up and I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna only wear purple, blue, and pink. And, like, seriously, like, I just, like, woke up and I made these 8,000 shirts, like, just says 8,000 on it, 3 different colors, purple, pink, and blue. And then I was like, yo, I seen, like, all these parties, like, before I moved to Philly, I never seen an all-white party, all-black party. I was like, yo, that's cool and everything, but I'm gonna do an all-pink party. And then, like, I did it, and, you know, I dropped the flyer. I didn't expect it. Like, I did it in this tiny little warehouse in, like, the hood in, like, Nicetown, like, 21st and Hunting Park. And, like, honestly, I didn't know. Like, I was just like, oh, you know, a little party. I seen the RSVPs. It was like 200 RSVPs. I was like, oh, probably like 100 people gonna come. I'm gonna be happy with that. And it ended up being like a banger. Like, hundreds and hundreds of people came, and I just ran with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I remember because of that discussion, I really started thinking about what does it mean to be who creates somebody, put somebody on the whole thing, and then you know Wayne and Drake came up in the conversation. A lot of people were saying, "No, Wayne created Drake." Wayne is like, no, he put him on. You can say he really did, but that don't mean he created Drake per se. Like, how can Wayne even create Drake? That don't really make sense.
Right.
So I definitely get it. Or even like the father of somebody. A lot of people throwing that around. Oh, Kanye's the father of Drake, Andre 3000, Cudi, shit like that, whatever. So
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about your origins. Exactly how you got to hear, like, when you really start DJing.
So I got started DJing my freshman year of college. I go to Temple 2. I'm a rising senior. That sounds so scary to even like, say out loud that I'm really
Old ass.
Yeah, so I got started my freshman year because my friends, like, they wanted to throw a party, and I've always been a music enthusiast, so it kind of just made sense that I was gonna be the one to like dictate the music. So we were friends with like people who do parties on campus anyway, so it wasn't hard for us to like get a house. Wasn't hard for me to like find someone's equipment to use and stuff, and I really liked it. So when I came home for winter break, I had like saved up money when I was working and like got my own equipment, and like that's how I kind of got started. So that was like my second semester of freshman year, but I didn't really like started getting booked until the first semester of my sophomore year.
Okay. Well, of course, you know, your goal is to, you know, keep working on your craft, get bigger and bigger. But I feel like a lot of times, especially in Philly, some people are divided between the two things of like their focus is, a part of their focus is putting Philly on to become bigger and bigger, or to ultimately, and not saying anything's wrong with this, but to ultimately just grow out to be beyond Philly and then move on to other things. And not saying you're leaving it behind, sir, but it's like, you know, that's my vision is beyond Philly off the rip. Where you go, you fit in that.
Well, I mean, I'm not from Philly. I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
And it's
What
like,
part of New York?
That's different.
Don't do this.
I'm just curious.
I'm from Long Island.
Okay.
No, because people will always tell me that I'm not from New York because I'm not
Oh,
from
really?
the city. Yeah.
Are they typically from New York when they say that?
From like the city?
Yeah, are they from like New York when they say you're not really from New York?
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people who are from New York, they'll tell me that I'm not from New York. But
You got some nerve, nigga.
yeah, and it's like, I mean, a lot of people, I went to high school with a lot of people who are throwing parties in New York now, and like I've noticed it's a little bit more difficult for people from New York to get on in New York, because nobody will put you on until they like see that you're doing stuff, and like, you know, they won't really give you that. Yeah, so I mean, it was never my intentions to like stay in Philly and only be in Philly, but like I understand I got started here, and like I want to build like my brand more here.
More so than New York?
I mean, I feel like I would have to do more here because I got started here. I have like people who like support me here, and like my fan base is here, you know what I mean? Before going back to New York to like do whatever there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because I was having this conversation last night. Are you familiar with Anthony somebody of Quite Hype?
Yeah, sounds familiar.
He's from Jersey. He came up in Philly.
Definitely heard of Quite
Now
Hype.
he's Lil Yachty's DJ.
Oh,
And yeah, like I guess he had a break from tour with Yachty, and he was in Philly, and he just like popped up and was like, DJ Heavenly got this party to St. on Wednesdays. He popped up and DJ'd there. I just came through because like before he was Yachty's DJ, me and him was doing a lot of parties together. Like he was the Reebok ambassador. He was doing parties, all these Reebok parties, and you know I was helping him out, doing sets when he needed me. And we was talking about this because like, you know, obviously now he's beyond Philly, You know what I mean? And like I was telling him, I was like, yeah, man, like honestly, Philly has like really good energy right now. It's a lot of people looking to Philly for creativity and inspiration and artists and, you know, such and such. So Philly's a good place to build your niche right now. But, you know, me, I've always been trying to expand. You know, I took the Pink Party to DC, South by Southwest in Texas. So I mean, like, I feel like anybody that's actually has some leeway in Philly right now should definitely keep on building that Philly, you know, that Philly following. But, you know, keeping Philly as a home base, because it's a cool place to live and a cool place to like travel and come back to. So you know, my thing is I'm definitely gonna keep building my Philly crowd and, you know, just traveling as much as I can. And, you know, eventually Philly's gonna be a hub like New York is.
I agree.
In a couple of years, like it's gonna be a hub.
Yeah, I said not too long ago, because not that I hate New York, no, but I hate how people dicky New York. It's just like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's okay, it's a big city. It's a lot of people there.
I mean, it's 5 cities in one, that's the thing. Like,
right, and I just feel, even with that being said, so people, when they talk about New York, it's like, oh, we just got this. And I never got caught up in thinking that New York just has so much of everything. Like, it has more talent, there's more people there. I've been saying recently, it just has more consumers. And that's all it is. And so if you big there, you're trying to do something there, it might catch on quicker maybe, or like you said, maybe not. But you just have a bigger pool to be shooting at. But, oh, okay, you see me. But everywhere has talent, including Philly. And Philly always, like you said, especially in Europe, people always has looked at Philly, took people, you know, observed shit. Oh, I'm taking that back home with me, whatever. Philly's always been so. I think now we're building like the infrastructure for the talent to be, you know, keep building and blowing and bubbling.
And then Philly is smaller than like other bigger cities, like in the country. So I feel like, yes, and I feel like just like the fact that you were doing all these parties with someone who's now the latest DJ, it's like there's not a gap between like the people who have left Philly and the people who are still here. I feel like it's a little bit difficult in New York just because there's like so many people and like there's, you know, it's a sea of people, like you said, like. But in Philly it is a little different because it's smaller and you get to know those people and build those relationships to like help each other.
Gotcha. Do you guys ever have an issue of course you're a DJ, so you gotta serve the people in the crowd, but music, is there music you really just don't like, but you know you just gotta play it?
Yeah, all the time.
Like what? I'm curious. Like something that's like current right now, or just
man, what song? There's a couple songs honestly like where I'm just like tired of playing it, but
like, so you might have liked it, but it just, I could definitely see that where you playing shit so much that you just over it. Yeah.
I mean, there's times that I DJ, you know, I DJ places that require me to, you know, like things that I don't really promote that just require me to, they hire me to play certain songs. Like I'm not really doing it for like a look or like the Instagram social media thing. It's like just something that someone wanted me to do. And that's just like the regular like top 40 songs. I'm just like tired of playing certain songs. You're like, I don't want to play it, but it's like, you know, whatever. Like you gotta play it.
Like Bodak and shit.
Yeah, like stuff like that. I mean, I don't mind playing Cardi B though, because she's a dope female artist, and I see like every time I play Cardi B, I DJ for a reaction. That's like my thing that really gets me going. That's why I DJ, and like I see a lot of females going crazy when they hear Cardi B because she's like on women empowerment. So you know, I just see a lot of females that really like feel that music. And it's like a good feeling just seeing people come together and just turn up together.
Same thing? Anything come to mind?
I mean, I don't really care for J. Cole, but like,
no shit.
I'll play ATM, you know, I'll play KOD, like it's
yeah, ATM, is that getting played these days?
Yeah, I play that.
ATM?
I like that. I like his some of his new music though. I feel like he kind of like bangered it out a little bit. He tried to make a couple bangers a little bit. Yeah,
I like that. The last album was borderline trash, but I really like this one.
Yeah.
What would I say? Yeah, so I'm thinking, cause you said J. Cole was like, was he ever getting played? But I guess maybe on Forest Hill Drive, like No Role Models and Get Off My Dick, maybe.
I mean,
shit like that.
I just know personally, like I don't care.
In general,
yeah, like
I don't care if he made a whole top 40 album. I just hate to play
that shit.
Didn't
he go platinum like twice?
With no features.
Yeah, like
3 times.
That was his.
Yeah, like his fans just make it even worse. Like
yeah.
But if like I know like if his music's hot, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not playing J. Cole. You know what I mean? Because I know it's not always just about me.
Oh yeah, I definitely. That's another reason why I can never be a DJ, because like, one, I already know like I don't like a lot of shit. So like, and I can't deal with me just because the rest of the world like it. I can't wrap my mind around me playing. So it's like, that's like 80% of the song everybody want to hear and shit. So that wouldn't work. But I know a lot of times, even if I do like it, it just take me a while to come around to it. Like, what's a song like that? Not Boy, I like Boy. I don't know, but it was a song I heard the other day. I remember I didn't like this shit at first, but eventually I was like, no, it actually is hot or something. Whatever. Yeah, cool. Do you guys have any like DJ rituals, like back to when you say you're approaching a party where like, you have to do something, you have to bring something with you, or anything like that? Or like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna go out there.
I mean, I have like a post-it right next to my door with like stuff that I need, like, you know, needle, vinyl, charger, laptop charger, like things like that, just so that I don't forget. Because my friends, like, they usually come to like a party that I'm spinning at like later on, so if I do need something, like, they can bring it, but like it's not always the case. So like I always try to make sure I have everything the first time around.
How about you, sir?
Man, I like to have like a nice like hour of relaxation before I go DJ.
So you're not turning up before, man.
No, I mean I might drink or something at the crib, but I like to just like relax, like to sit down. I like to kind of like, you know, make a little folder of a couple go-to songs that I know I'm gonna need, and I don't know. I told like my girl, she be coming with me to a lot of stuff I do. She takes forever to get ready. I have like a certain like amount of time that I like to go. I like to go there a little early at the venue and just kind of just like, you know, sit down for a second and just, I don't know. I like to get my mind right.
I can see it.
And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Makes
Like
sense.
I like to come in and not feel rushed. And yeah, that's my main thing that I like when I go DJ somewhere.
I can see that. You mentioned the needle and stuff. Again, I'm not a DJ. So, what is the technology these days? Like, is Serato's a thing? How does it work? Because you said the needle shit. I'm like, is that for like the vinyl and shit?
Well, it started out just for like, it started out in like the mid 2000s to transition. You know, DJs didn't want to carry around records all the time, so it just like transitions to where, you know, DJs can still use turntables, but they can just have MP3s in their laptop and just go on the same record all night.
The needles are vinyls. Okay, so you still use crates and shit.
Well, no. I have like you said, yeah, like you said, I use one, but like because Serato's a thing, I'm able to play different songs without having to like, you know, take a different record and like, you know what I mean. It's like without that hassle, but it's still that same kind of technique of like spinning. Cause like there's controllers, that's like easier to carry around. It's like you don't have to worry about a needle or anything breaking. It's like less fragile. But yeah, I mean, I do both, but like a lot of times, most of my gigs, I just take vinyl because I feel like it's just a little better for me rather than like being on a controller at this point. Because I didn't always like vinyl. I didn't always like using needles and learning about like actually like turntables and stuff. But I feel like now it's whatever.
Okay, you were. What are like if y'all each had to give me 5 songs that like the go-to songs right now? Whether they're old or new, but you have a party right now, they are definitely a part of the set off top. Whatever want to go first.
Well, I know for me, I always tell people all the time that the number one, it don't matter what age group, what like demographic or anything, always Drake. Drake's the number one.
Okay.
Like it's not my personal interest, but like just like no matter what demographic it is, people are gonna when they hear Drake. Like you could get any crowd going with Drake, no matter like what album, what song. Like Drake is always gonna be.
Go-to Drake song.
Right now, Nice for What, but
True.
yeah, I mean.
All right, that was like kind of older.
I was gonna say God's Plan.
God's Plan also.
God's
you know,
Plan,
everybody love that song.
I'm curious. What's like an older, like start from the bottom? That's
like 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock shit for me. Like
Yeah.
So not prime time.
Definitely not.
What's the prime time Drake song?
I mean, the other night, Tuesday night, I was DJing and I played Hell Yeah Fucking Right by Drake, and everybody started screaming that shit. And I wasn't even expecting a reaction. That was kind of like a song where I was like, all right, let me loosen it up a little bit and not kill everybody with all these bangers. And then everybody just still was just like yeah.
I can see a lot of his features really being like prime time type shit as well.
Yeah, there's a
like
lot
Look
of
Alive, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of music because like a lot of Drake music that you can get away with playing like years later because it's like Drake. Like the My Way, like Fetty Wap, you gotta play like Drake's part. Like,
Fucking Problems. Pop, that's my shit.
Yeah, that's always yeah.
Like those are all like fair game at a party now.
Okay, anything else besides a few more besides Drake?
Go-tos.
I feel like at a party now, definitely like must hit would be like Plain Jane, ASAP Ferg, but the
remix.
Yeah, the remix.
He killed that shit. I gotta give it to her.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like after like the second chorus, I kind of just go straight to her part, so I don't have to have that whole like. Yeah.
I just found out recently that the Spanish song, the Cardi B joint, is like getting shit rocking.
It's like one of the #1 songs in the country.
Did not know that. So I would actually like delete that shit instantly.
Yeah, that song is like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good song. If I could just fast forward to like her verse, I would do that like at a party, cause that's what people like. That's what girls are looking to like hear when that song plays.
For me, I know like a lot of go-tos a lot of left field go-tos that not a lot of people really would think is a lot of like Neptune's production songs, because that's like my personal interest. So I do that a lot. Like if I play Usher, You Don't Have to Call, everybody screams that.
Oh yeah.
Like Beautiful by Pharrell, like the like those like stuff like that is like songs you wouldn't expect to hear at a party. It's kind of like them songs you listen to in your room, and then when people are drunk and they hear that, they're like,
You Don't Have to Call. That's a top 20 undefeated song right there.
Yeah,
for sure. Beautiful. I can see that catching people off guard.
Yeah, like
sure.
that's definitely something I play when people are drunk and just want to sing and go.
Yeah, for some reason, when you said Pharrell, the first thing I thought was Mr. Me Too. And then you started thinking all the better shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying like Neptune's produced music. I mean, not actually Pharrell's music, but songs that they
Friends? Would that give you one?
I usually
some
don't.
chill shit? No?
I usually don't. I play that's like an early song for me.
See, that's another reason. So let's say I'm at like a chill kickback type of event or something, or a house or anything like that. Let's say I got the aux cord.
Yeah.
There are gonna be a few times when I picked the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like, see how your face look? And I always fuck it up and somebody taking the aux from me. But it'd be a good song, but it don't be like that time. So yeah, once again, I'm not a DJ.
And also Philly really loves hearing like party music. That's one thing that people in Philly. Yeah, people still love stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, also Philly has a big block party music type. People like block party, like the song "Before I Let Go."
Mm-hmm. Okay, Astro.
Yeah,
okay.
people like that. That song is just like an unexpected song that, you know, is a little groovy, but people really,
for sure.
You know what I mean? They start screaming. That's like the call and the songs that people can really yell is like what gets people going crazy.
And speaking of Philly and yelling, I have a confession to make. I am almost over the Meek intro. Like, it don't give me the same joy. I don't be hyped.
It got gentrified.
Like, yeah, it's kind of just like that shit really came out 2012. Like, it's kind of just over with for me now. It don't give me like it's just over. It's still the greatest intro of all time, but it's time to retire. Like, I can't. I don't need it at every party no more. I don't.
Same with Swag Surf.
Yeah, you got a point.
Same with Swag Surf.
And that's different because like Meek Jones consistent. Swag Surfing was out, died, and then it came back.
Yeah.
So it's time for it to die again. Like, it's over. Let it go. Like, it's done.
I mean, but I can't lie though, it works. But
For sure. Yeah, again, my personal side, I'll be the one saying, no, it's over. The Meek intro's done. Swag Surfer done. And then the whole 10 requests that night, Meek intro.
But it just goes back
people
to
would definitely always request that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you gotta play that whole song.
Yeah.
If you're not a fan of it, or if you're just tired of it, it's like, all right, like.
It don't like I don't gotta say it. Even though I'm probably fraud, if I'm in the party and come on, I'm probably still gonna say it.
And there's no beat for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
It's just like
you know what? Maybe it's time for people to just start skipping it now. I'm so blasphemy, Philly blasphemy. Maybe it's time to skip the piano part and go straight like 10 seconds before the drop, and then straight to the hold up, wait a minute.
I don't say a word.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's time for that. We don't need to hear the whole thing anymore.
I mean, people would definitely be like, wait, hold on, like, why didn't we like let's run that back?
Think so?
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna give this away for free to any DJ / producer that wants to do it. Make an edit, and when he says I don't say a word, just make that acapella. Take the beat out. I don't say a word, and then let it go back into the regular song where the beat drop. Because that would work. That would be crazy. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. I don't need that.
But like loop the I don't say a word for like, you know, a good like 15 seconds and then let it drop. I think if someone can make an edit like that, it would work, and I'm gonna just give that to someone. I'm not gonna do it myself.
Okay. Astro Gems. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Quick question. See, actually, before I get to the quick questions, I was thinking about Future recently, cause
like Future Hendrix.
Yeah, Future Hendrix.
Oh.
He was on some song. Oh, Green Gucci Suit. You heard that Raw song? It's kind of trash, but it's kind of hot. Like I'm not agreeing with you. And I was thinking, because I've always been not a critic of Future, but like he's just not for me, whatever. And like 3 times now I've said like it's over for Future, like it's done. And they keep coming back when he have a chill moment, then he come back. So it was like now I was really thinking like, yo, like it's a time to really start considering. Of course, he's a legend. I feel. Yes or no?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely part of the Future Hive.
Future Hive? Okay.
Yes.
I remember the Future Hive around like what the time of the loud shit. I was going crazy. But so I was thinking about, of course, he's different from T.I., G, those people. But I think it's a fair argument now to be like his legacy per se is comparable or even bigger than like T.I. or even Jeezy. Especially, he's definitely bigger than 2 Chainz. So like, what do y'all guys think about that?
He got more
like,
songs.
is he like the biggest ATL Atlanta rapper for real?
I think
ever? Besides Outkast, I guess?
Oh, well, no. I don't know. That's a good question because I never, like, that's something I really got to think about and really think. But I can say he's one of the biggest. I can say he's one of the biggest artists.
But before I should be like, it's, you know, Outkast, they're fucking, you talking about
Outkast are like
Outkast,
legends. Like
branching out your shit. But I always be like, T.I.G's, they the kings of this shit. Nobody fucking with them. Nobody overseeing, like, passing them. I was like, a Future, man. Nigga bound for like a grip by now. He got multiple, again, I'm not a fan, but he has multiple classics, hits, right for people, collabs, like I said, the whole Esco collab thing, and they do collaboration. Kind of hard to argue.
Yeah, it is. It's a very hard argument, but you know, definitely, as far as like a DJ's music catalog, you could definitely play a lot of Future. There's people who make Future theme parties. You know what I mean? Like you could play a whole night.
Future night would be crazy. Like Drake night.
I've been to a Drake versus Future night.
Oh really?
Actually, yeah.
I can see that. But quick question, see where your head is at real quick. Have you guys ever seen 16 Blocks? Great. So, don't worry about the specifics. The situation is what it is. You at a bus stop. The city's about to blow the fuck up. There's a car at the bus stop that can only fit 2 people max to get you to safety, like, you know, across the bridge or something. You're at the bus stop, the love of your life at the bus stop, your best friend who saved your life is at the bus stop, and a little kid who's getting in the car.
Wait, so it's my best friend
Who saved your life.
They've saved my life before?
Mm-hmm. The love of your life, yourself, and a little kid.
Well, I'm gonna tell my best friend to grab the little kid, and since he saved my life before, I'm gonna have him like hold on to like the roof or something.
No. If 3 people, the whole car blow the fuck up. Only 2 people can get away in the car.
Obviously, I'm gonna take my girl. I'm not gonna.
Obviously, he saved my life, but fuck it, like obviously.
I mean, he gonna be good. He saved my life, so he gonna figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
I'm thinking, I'm like in between my best friend who saved my life and the kid, just because like they have more life to live, like biologically, you know. Like I'm trying to think altruistic.
Okay.
But I'm like, damn, I want to go too, you know, like, because it would be like them too. I feel like they're most deserving to go, but like I gotta save somebody, that means I have to go too.
You don't have to go.
You said they don't have to.
I said you don't have to go.
I mean, I want to go.
Okay.
Though, so like, I'm in the car.
I'm
Yeah, I'm in the car.
I've noticed with women, every time I ask a question, the women be like, yeah, the kid. Almost every guy I've ever asked, they be like, what kid? Like, I didn't even hear that option. I stopped at my friend, like, I'm not taking a kid. Fuck that kid. I don't know you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can
be Satan's son.
I don't know the kid.
Like, why is your kid out by himself anyways? You know what I mean?
So
like,
it's me and my best friend, man.
Okay, cool. If you got $1 billion, what would be the first luxurious thing you buy yourself?
well, I'm gonna buy myself a venue. I mean, as a
like
DJ,
that.
and you know what I mean, and a business person, I'm gonna buy a venue, and I'm gonna have my own platform and flip that money.
Okay, I like it. How about you, miss?
I'd probably buy a car, honestly.
Any type of car in particular?
No, but it's not gonna reflect that I just got $1 billion. I'll say that.
Okay, nice.
I'm not gonna.
No, I'm buying
Yeah.
a
Nice little Sonata.
I'm buying a
Nice
Lambo.
little-
Yeah, like I'm gonna be on some chill shit because it's just like I want to live and maintain. I don't want to blow it that way.
Gotcha. What's your life motto or philosophy you live by, if anything?
I mean, not to sound corny, but I always, you know, want to be true to myself. I don't want to do nothing that I don't feel comfortable doing / something that is not me. I don't want to become a person that I don't want to person that I'm not.
I get you.
That's my biggest thing.
Simple enough. How about you, Miss?
I would say be the first, best, or most different.
Say it again?
Be the first, the best, or the most different.
I like it. Okay. In what ways are you the same as your childhood self?
When I was younger, I was always into art. Like growing up, art, music. I was always like singing. My dad was a DJ, so I was always just, we was sitting around in the Napster, I think it was, whatever program, sitting around. He was downloading music. I was just listening to everything. I remember I was always into music, always into art, always drawn. Yeah, definitely still like that.
Miss?
Yeah, I was definitely into music. Like, I was always a music enthusiast growing up. I would say I'm still kind of soft-spoken. I'm like very passive. Like, I'm starting to get out of that because like people really be testing me now that I'm an adult. But like,
Philly's definitely brings that out of you.
Yeah, because that's really not how I am as a person. And then I've always been like a people person. I'm an only child, so like I always like going to school to see other kids. Wow, really?
You real.
I really do not meet other only children a lot.
We rare breeds. We special.
Yeah.
They broke the mold with us. They couldn't go no more.
Yeah, I definitely still like being sociable and like going out to see other people.
Gotcha. And one last question: if you could have dinner with any two people in the world ever, live or dead, who would it be? You have to pick one alive person and one dead person.
Wow. It could be anyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Pharrell. That's one of my idols.
Okay, one alive person. Who the dead?
Dead. Man, there's so many to choose from.
There's a lot of alive people to choose from too.
Maybe dead would have to be Albert Einstein.
Okay.
Someone interesting that I can pick their brain.
Nice conversation. How about you?
First person I thought of alive, I would have to say Oprah, just because like I grew up watching Oprah like every day. She's like really wealthy, so obviously she would have some gems to drop. And then I guess I'd sit down with Steve Jobs, just because like we're being controlled by stuff that he created. And he's, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he has something that that's like a gem too.
Okay. I like both those conversations. Did you guys enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
Cool. You'll come back. No problem.
I will come back. Yeah,
Okay.
there's no
Great
problem.
conversation.
All right. Drop your social media so people know where to find you at, and plug any events or stuff you got coming up.
My Instagram's at Astro8000, Astro the number 8000, and Twitter's the same thing, except I got this stupid underscore after it because I don't know why Astro8000 was suspended when I went to go take it. But yeah, I don't know. So that's what it is. And July is very, very eventful for me. The first week of July, I'm throwing a party at this club in South Philly called the Dolphin, and the second week, since we was talking about this person, the second week of July, I'm rocking with DJ Silo.
Okay.
We got a monthly at Silk City, so those are like two big events that I need to see everybody for.
Sounds good.
All my social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, it's at DJ Ken Dollaz. That's DOLLAZ. And what I can think about right now, I know I'll be at Lapstone and Hammer on Saturday for like their big Yeezy release. They're having a party and like giveaways, raffles and stuff. So I'll be DJing there.
Thank you guys for coming. RightonQuelive, talk about it. We out.